Good day. Welcome to everybody na naghihintay ng aking video, ng aking mga topics, mostly mga accounting topics, ano. Ah, Very quick ang ating topic discussion for today because it's quite uh, not so familiar, lalo na dun sa mga nag-i-start, ano, sa mga on the early years sa kolehiyo or nasa uh, natatapos pa lamang ng senior high. So the topic is leverage at we will be focusing on the two main sections of this topic: operating leverage and financial leverage. Okay? So before I proceed, again, I would like to invite everybody to please, kung bago ka sa channel, mag-subscribe, mag-like, mag-share, at let us enjoy and learn from this particular topic, leverage. So, we will start this topic by giving the definition and to clear our minds on what leverage really mean. Sabi sa definition, operating leverage daw is a cost accounting formula that measures the degree to which a firm or project can increase operating income by increasing revenue. A business that generates sales with a high gross margin and a low variable cost has high operating leverage. On the accountant's point of view, on my point of view, it is just a matter of trying to analyze the component of our income statement, ano? And our cost elements. Ano ang relationship or ano ang status ng ating costs, no, as we relate it to our total cost of operation, because we have two known costs in our operation. We have the fixed costs and our variable cost. Okay, so we are trying to give an analysis on how they react basing on our actions. Operating leverage. Then the next one, financial leverage. Sabi dito, it is the use of debt or borrowed capital in order to finance an investment or a project. It is just normal. Sabi nga nila, expected that the rate of return of the project is higher than the cost of borrowings. Actually, in short, in Tagalog, it is a use of borrowed money or yung paggamit ng ating inutang with our intention to finance or to support whatever project we are into, or to really support the investment. And we really expect in the process that the return of our project is more than enough or more than the cost of the borrowings that we are liable to. Siyempre, pag meron kang hiniram, meron kang utang, meron kang interest. So, sa salitang Tagalog, kailangan mas malaki ang ating benefit o ang ating inaasahang tubo kaysa dun sa ating uh, bayarin na interest. So that's the on our accountant's point of view, ano. But ang point natin is how do we make out of it? Paano natin siya nakukuha? Paano natin makukuha ang operating leverage ng isang business? Paano natin makukuha ang financial leverage ng business? No? Babalikan natin ang operating leverage. It is more focused on the reaction of our costs. No? Ano ang magiging reaction, no, ng ating cost and revenue, ang income sa changes ng ating revenue. As we intend to increase the revenues, how does our income react to that? Also, on the same manner, sa financial leverage, how does our income react as we acquire, no, an amount of loan, or how does it affect the income, because it is an obligation and we cannot take away from facing the obligations that we incurred. So, tignan natin kung ano ang magiging reaction. Will it be good or will it be unfavorable to the business? So, we will try to analyze them. So, let's set an illustrative situation here. Alright, we have here the illustrative financial statement, an income statement for that matter, covering 20 and 21, no? Okay, so we'll just make fast of analyzing and trying to get the leverage out of this given information. Okay? So, ang una nating kukunin ay yung operating leverage. Again, operating leverage, this is a measure of how the company reacts to the intention of increasing the revenue, how the business income reacts to the increase in its revenue. Okay, so we will see the formula, no, to get the operating leverage is that we get the contribution margin over and above the earning before income, or rather interest and taxes. Okay, so we'll get the figures for 2020. This is actually for 2020. Okay, alright, so meron tayong index kung ano yung ginagawa natin for what year is this. Okay, so nakuha natin yung figure contribution margin for 2020 is 175,000, and earning before interest and taxes 75,000. Okay, earning before interest and taxes. Okay, so all we have to do is divide. We will just divide this. Okay. So the result is 2.33. That means to say our operating leverage is 2.33 times or 233%. Anong ang ating interpretation dito? That means to say, no, for every 1% increase in sales, for every 1% increase in sales, our earning before interest and taxes, our earnings increase or reacts 2.33 times. Again, when the sales increase by 1%, our earnings before interest and taxes increase by 2.33 times or 233%. So that is more than 200% reaction, no, on the part of the earnings. The sales will react 1% and our earnings, no, will react 2.33 times or 233%. So why did this happen? Because the business is taking advantage of our fixed cost. No matter whatever the changes here in the sales, no, our variable cost relatively moves in relation to the sales, but our fixed costs will remain constant. That will give rise to the increase in earnings or the operating income. So that's what leverage or operating leverage mean for this business, no? Taking advantage of the fixed cost. Because of the fixed cost, the business is able to finance or is able to operate without incurring additional cost, especially on their fixed assets, okay, or fixed payables, okay. So that's how operating leverage do, and that's what it serves to the business, okay. So another formula for getting the operating leverage is we get the changes in EBIT. So what are the changes here? The change that occurs to the EBIT is 43,750, which is an increase from 2020 to 2021 in the amount of 43,750, with percentage of 58%. Okay, increase. So, let's label this. The change is 58%. Let's relate this to the change in sales. Our sales change, no, by 125,000, a 25% increase from the base year of 2020, 25% increase. So, let's see how does our income, no, reacts to these changes or to our action of increasing the revenue. Actually, we try to increase the revenue. So how does our income react to that? Okay. So let's divide natin. Okay. Okay. So just the same, 233%, or as we see, just the same with the first formula, 233% or 2.33 times. No? For every 1% increase in sales, our operating income increased by 2.33%. Okay, or 2.33 times 2.33 times. So that's how our business reacts to the change in revenue. Okay, that is the operating leverage. Okay, next, how are we going to get the financial leverage naman? So again, financial leverage is we try to measure, no, with the use of borrowings, how effective are we in using these borrowings to finance our projects or our investments, no? Okay, let's do this. Okay, financial leverage. The formula is EBIT, no? Your earning before interest and taxes over and above your earnings before tax. Okay, so that's the simple formula. Let's get the result. Okay, so let's get the figures. 75,000 divided by 71,000. Okay, so we'll try to see the result. Okay, so what is the result? That is 106. That is 1.06 times, or 106%. Okay, so what does it mean? That again, for every increase in our earning before income tax, there is a 1.06 increase in our earning before taxes. Or we can get it in this way again. No? Another way of getting it, the change in earning per share. So just take note of the formulas that's going to be so useful, lalo na sa mga accountancy, no? Students na undergo ng mga exams. Okay, changes in earnings before income taxes. So we'll now get the changes naman, ano? Change in, okay, let's make it, okay. So tingnan natin kung anong magiging result. Ang change ng EPS natin, no, from 2020 to 2021, we have an increase of 1.64 or 62%, no? Okay, so by this point we will get the figures naman. So ano ang changes is instead of the percentage, let's get the figures. 164. Change in EPS is 1.64. Change in EBIT, let's get the change in EBIT, 43,750. Okay. Okay. Let's get the matter of decimal places. No? Okay. So that is financial leverage. So if ever this comes to your table, so that's how you will be doing this. No? Again, bakit kami financial leverage? It is just a measure of how your income reacts to the changes in your revenue. No? Taking advantage of your financial charges, no? Fixed financial fixed charges payable, no? You increase your revenue, but your fixed charges payable remains constant because does not affect the level of your operating activities. Okay. At the same time, here in the operating leverage, again, your reaction to the intention of changing the level of your revenue. Again, taking advantage of your fixed cost, since it will remain constant no matter what level of activity you are in your business. Okay? So, yan yun. So, if ever this comes to your table, at least you have the capability to solve this particular problem. Okay? Yan ang mga answer natin. Okay? So, again, by the way, let us give a final touch for this. Meron pang isang question na maaaring i-raise sa inyo. No? Combine. We have here a combined leverage. No? Leverage. If ever this comes to you, you will be able to answer them. What is combined leverage? So that is a combination of your operating leverage and your financial leverage. So how are you going to do it? Tuturo ko na lang sa inyo yung mas simple. Operating leverage multiplied by financial leverage. Okay? Overall or combined leverage ang hahanapin natin. Kaya ganito ang magiging effect niyan. No? That is, ang ating operating leverage ay 2.33 times 1.07. Okay, so let's solve this. So that is 2.49 or 249%. Okay? Yan ang ating combined leverage. You will have to multiply the operating leverage by the financial leverage. Okay? So, that's the answer now. To make it final. So, if ever this comes to your desk and somebody asks you to solve this, no, you will be able to answer them. Okay? Okay? So, again. I hope this will help you as much as I do. So don't forget again to subscribe and like this channel, and hope to see you again in the next videos, and happy accounting again. Good night.